Recently, the Shiba Inu has been experiencing a fiery condition. The price has recently rebounded. The community is enthusiastic. Analysts are dropping their signals. A significant number of investors have unexpectedly become millionaires. Nevertheless, an unidentified cetacean simply astounded everyone. Approximately 85 billion Shiba Inu were expelled from Coinbase. The CEO of Coinbase intervenes and delivers a significant announcement. Additionally, Satoshi Kusama rendered this information comprehensible. Furthermore, what is the subject of my discourse? Well, allow me to elaborate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more SHIB news, be sure to click the like button. The Shiba Inu has once again caused a stir, causing the entire community to remain on the edge of their seats. Shiba Inu experienced a brief correction yesterday, but it promptly rebounded. Presently, it appears to have established a more consistent price. It was not a tremendous, jaw-dropping surge. However, it was sufficient to rekindle the exhilaration that had been absent for an extended period. The entire atmosphere has abruptly changed. There is a renewed sense of optimism among individuals, and the negativity is diminishing. Virtually non-existent. The skeptics who were skeptical of each action, they have become silent. Nevertheless, the community is ecstatic to observe the Shiba Inu thriving and truly doing well for a change. There is no doubt that it has been a tumultuous ride, but occasions such as these serve as a reminder to all of the reasons they remained. The following is the most peculiar aspect. This appears to be more than a mere actuator. Analysts have observed that the Shiba Inu has encountered a significant resistance level, which may indicate that this movement has genuine momentum. The atmosphere in the community is rapidly changing, and the price is finally exhibiting indications of a potential reversal after a week of struggle. However, Shiba Inu continues to experience some degree of stress. The death cross, an adverse formation that traders refer to, has been persistent, and it is one of the patterns that typically induces investors to exercise caution. Nevertheless, the recent price shift has been contrary to expectations, suggesting that the marketplace sentiment may be shifting toward a more optimistic direction. Right now, the significant examination is imminent. Shiba Inu is on the brink of a critical price point that traders previously employed to gauge short-term momentum. The trend shift could be confirmed, and the door could be opened for additional gains if the price surpasses this threshold. Conversely, if it encounters difficulties in this location, there is a possibility that merchants may intervene, thereby introducing additional resistance. The trading volume is another factor that contributes to the exhilaration. It has experienced a substantial increase, which typically indicates that the market is experiencing a surge. Sometimes, this type of surge indicates that a decline is imminent. However, it can also serve as the inception of a more significant event. Either way, traders are closely monitoring this moment, as it could determine whether Shiba Inu continues to ascend or encounters another surge of selling pressure. However, the issue is as follows. Despite the enthusiasm and momentum, it may be difficult for the Shiba Inu to make a significant impact. One analyst identified a significant impediment that is preventing the token from achieving significant growth, and it is primarily due to the overwhelming volume. At present, approximately 91 trillion Shiba Inu coins are valued at well over $1 billion and are situated within a specific price range. That is an astonishing sum. Regrettably, a significant number of holders in this category are currently experiencing financial difficulties. This results in the formation of a sell wall, in which individuals are more inclined to sell their tokens when the price increases, thereby exerting constant pressure on any effort to break out. In order for Shiba Inu to surpass this obstacle, purchasers must possess sufficient fortitude to match the volume of coins that are awaiting sale. If that occurs, it should be effortless to surpass this level. However, this is simpler said than done, as it is not just reliant on the Shiba Inu. The broader digital currency industry is a significant factor, and if the conditions are not favorable, this resistance could continue to impede the token's adoption. Therefore, despite the fact that the situation is improving, the community must closely monitor this substantial barricade of 91 trillion tokens. There is still a possibility of a breakout if there is sufficient demand, but for the time being, the battle between sellers and buyers at this critical juncture is a challenging one. However, please be patient. Hitting that significant resistance level remains a significant accomplishment despite the challenge. And this is where the situation becomes even more intriguing. Today, an online analysis has made the rounds, revealing the number of individuals who have become Shiba Inu wealthy at this price. As of now, an individual who possesses a minimum of 62 billion Shiba Inu coins is officially considered to have a portfolio valued at 7 figures. Analysts estimate that approximately 1,600 persons are currently holding Shiba Inu worth between 6 figures and $1 million, with their aggregate holdings amounting to hundreds of millions of dollars. Next, there is the subsequent tier: Shiba Inu wallets that contain a value of $1 to $10 million. The token is under the control of approximately 900 addresses, which collectively account for a staggering several billion dollars. At the pinnacle, there are only 75 privileged purses that contain over $10 million in Shiba Inu. They are among the most influential actors in the ecosystem, despite their lesser numbers, as their total holdings exceed 10 figures. It is intriguing that there were even more purses in these affluent categories just a few weeks ago. The total amount of addresses with portfolios exceeding 1 million was slightly higher at that time, which implies that certain significant holders have either altered their positions or taken profits. This demonstrates the extent of the activity that is taking place behind the scenes. Despite the fact that resistance levels are preventing progress, the increasing number of Shiba Inu millionaires at this price is a clear indication that individuals are continuing to place significant bets on the token's future. Speaking of substantial sums, an additional development transpired today that caused consternation within the Shiba Inu society. A remarkable quantity of Shiba Inu was recently extracted from Coinbase by an enigmatic cetacean. The popular meme coin has been experiencing unusual transfer activity once more, and this time it was observed on one of the largest crypto exchanges in the United States. In the past few hours, a new wallet, which has never been used before, abruptly withdrew an astonishing 85 billion Shiba Inu coins, which are worth over $1 million. This was detected by on-chain analysts, and the recipient wallet immediately became one of the most active addresses in terms of inflows for the day upon the transfer's completion. Naturally, this has prompted a significant amount of speculation. Some speculate that this may be a cetacean that is discreetly amassing Shiba Inu in anticipation of a significant relocation. Some individuals believe that it may be a component of a more extensive pattern of tactical liquidity adjustments. Regardless of the circumstances, this type of activity is typically not unintentional. Here is the thrilling portion. What if these cetacean movements are genuinely positive for Shiba Inu and suggest that something significant is about to happen? In fact, one analyst observed that altcoins, such as Shiba Inu, are beginning to exhibit patterns that are comparable to those observed during the chaotic bull run of 2021. A Twitter expert shared a post stating that altcoins are currently moving in a manner similar to that of the initial few months of 2021. Additionally, a significant outburst may be imminent if this trend persists. This has piqued the interest of many individuals, as the market was in a state of utter chaos at the time, and altcoins experienced some of their most significant gains to date. The 2021 bull charge for Shiba Inu was utterly absurd. It transitioned from being merely another meme token to becoming one of the most significant breakout stories in the crypto space, with prices surging beyond anyone's fondest dreams. Shiba Inu became a ubiquitous name, and individuals made life-changing money overnight. Consider the possibility of that occurring once more. However, this time, the Shiba Inu has a significantly larger community, a greater number of real-world applications, and a significantly greater number of observers. If the pattern of altcoins is indeed consistent with that of 2021, and Shiba Inu capitalizes on this trend, the situation could escalate rapidly. The worry of missing out would manifest, resulting in an influx of purchasers and the potential for significant developments. Of course, nothing is certain, but the fact that whales have already made significant bids suggests that something is in the works. If the past is indicative of the future, the upcoming weeks may be volatile. And this may only be the beginning, as Coinbase's CEO recently disclosed an astonishing revelation. He is of the opinion that within the next 5 years, 10% of the worldwide economy will be powered by cryptocurrency. Brian Armstrong discussed how blockchain technology will fundamentally alter the way the world operates during Coinbase's earnings call. He is not merely discussing a minor adjustment. He is asserting that, by 2030, trillions of USD could be circulating through crypto, which would be used to fuel industries, enterprises, and routine transactions. And this is where the situation becomes even more bizarre. The Shiba Inu is not merely expanding. Its objective is to become a global juggernaut within the next 5 years. The main developer, Satoshi Kusama, recently disclosed that the team is not considering the tiny print. He stated that the Shiba Inu is undergoing rapid evolution and is being aggressively pursued for real-world adoption. Additionally, they are not merely conversing. They have recently formed a partnership with the Ministry of Energy and Infrastructure of the United Arab Emirates to incorporate Shiba Inu technology into government initiatives. Yes, you have correctly understood the statement. A meme coin that collaborates with a genuine government. However, this is only the beginning. Kusama stipulated that they intend to implement Shiba Inu-powered installations worldwide within the next 5 years. Whether it be in the context of enterprises, industries, or even more extensive government partnerships. In the event that the Coinbase CEO's forecast is accurate and crypto surpasses 10% of the world's economy within 5 years, the Shiba Inu will be in an ideal position to capitalize on this opportunity. For what reason? Shiba Inu has established an absurd ecosystem that is already expanding into real-world use cases, collaborations, and Web3 adoption, which is in stark contrast to the majority of parity currencies. Shiba Inu may have been ubiquitous by that time. Shibarium has been fully scaled, has experienced enormous adoption, has partnered with prominent entities, and has demonstrated real-world utility. This is no longer solely about serving as a meme coin. It pertains to the establishment of a comprehensive blockchain ecosystem that has the potential to significantly influence the future of cryptocurrency. And if the world truly transitions to crypto as Coinbase's CEO anticipates, Shiba Inu will be ahead of the curve, capturing the attention of both large investors and ordinary users. This is the point at which the situation becomes chaotic. If all of this is accurate, we may be witnessing the largest bull run in history, the kind that would render 2021 appear to be a mere warm-up. Consider the matter: massive investor interest, mainstream adoption, and trillions of dollars flowing into cryptocurrency. We are not merely discussing minor advantages if Shiba Inu captures that tide. We are discussing the type of results that could elevate early believers to the status of legends. It is impossible to determine the precise height to which it could ascend. However, if history is to be repeated or even expanded upon, the act of owning a Shiba Inu today could be akin to investing in Bitcoin or Ethereum prior to their explosive growth. Shiba Inu owners may experience a profound transformation in their lives over the next 5 years. And those who are currently able to perceive the broader perspective may be the ones who are chuckling all the way to the bank. However, what is your perspective on this matter? Comment in the space provided below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.